the go.
Yes.
All right, so a disclaimer here, and now is where the disclaimer starts, friends, and where the class starts. I'm not a doctor. Dara's not a doctor. We're not here to treat, prescribe, diagnose, or cure. You're fine. Thank you, Jen. Our friend Jen just rescued us because she brought us our coffee, and she didn't want to be in the video, but I'm going to ask her to come on over. Come on over, Jen. Can you actually just tell us? I'm not going to ask you about personal things and oils. I'm going to ask you though. What do you notice when you have diffusers going in Gather?
I noticed that the smell in our cafe is much better, and we like to diffuse things like lemon, peppermint, and lavender. It just kind of changes the feel.
The atmosphere.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
We're gonna grab. Yeah.
Yes.
We're being casual here. It's Friday fun. If you have a cocktail in your hand, grab that. If you have water,
I think this
grab
one
that.
might be yours. I think.
Yeah. 'Cause I think I got the lime. That one's mine?
Yes, this one.
No, that was this one.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay.
Sorting out our
This one
coffee.
was on the side.
No, this one was on the right side.
Right.
This was on top of this.
There's an arrow.
Oh, there's an arrow?
Yeah. There you go.
That's
Sorry
what
guys,
she said.
that's hilarious. There's an
It
arrow
is.
for us.
That's
They were
really
giving
funny.
us direction. Because here's what I'll tell you. We're going to talk about the synergy and how oils are created. And the same thing for us, we're drinking pour over coffee, which is a way of making coffee that's going to make it fresher. You're going to taste some different notes in it. Same thing if you're doing a wine tasting, or if maybe you're somewhere and there's goat cheese and they're making it right in their backyard and they're blending herbs into it. You're going to taste all the different notes. And just like with essential oils, when they're blending them together, it's going to work in a way that is harmonious with each other, and it's going to be best for your body when you're using it. So we'll talk about blends a little bit too, just to tie that in. But really, let's go ahead and get into what essential oils are. And because I'm not a doctor, I can't answer your health questions. I will stay above the wellness line. And what the wellness line is it's simply where you wake up in the morning and how you feel on a normal day. Your wellness line is probably very different from my wellness line. I'll say that just to think of as an example. Something's been a little off for me in my digestive tract, and I went to my chiropractor. She's used to manipulating and working on my back because that is my wellness line, right? Like I know where I am and how I should feel. I'm not used to that kind of discomfort. So for me, it was an indication that something was not at my normal wellness line and she needed to work on it. So just think through that a little bit, and think through even waking up in the morning and we're going through a seasonal change, how that's a little bit different than it would be maybe at a different time of the year. So now the fun stuff, and now what you're all here waiting for and waiting to learn. What are essential oils? What are they? If you would type in the comment below, in the comment chat box below, what you've heard about essential oils or what you think they are, that would be awesome. They are the lifeblood of the plant. They heal, restore, and protect the plant, and they act as a natural defense mechanism. That's like when your grass gets cut and it regrows right away, regenerates. You're not trying to kill it. No, we're trying to just get it to a place where it's like...
Renew it, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Yeah, renew is a great word.
Thank you.
A lot of times I say that our plants, what happens is on a daily basis, they are just healing, restoring, and protecting themselves. They don't need outside influences to do those things for themselves. And God designed the plants for us to use. They aren't just like taking over the earth and ruling the earth with intelligence centers, because they don't have that.
No.
They don't have emotional centers either. So for me, I love to think of the plants as healing, restoring, and protecting themselves just as God designed, and our bodies are actually able to use and respond to the oils the same way the plant does. So you might want to let that sink in just a little bit. I'm like trying. You might want to let that sink in.
It is hard to drink through this, by the way.
It's funny, sorry, being coffee snobs, we're used to, an open cup.
But this is a great cup, though.
It is.
It is.
Show us your drinks in the comments. Y'all aren't showing us many things here. Like, we're asking for comments.
Interact with us.
Yeah,
We're
and
here.
go ahead and share. Guys, it would be great if y'all could share this and gather more friends to just be part of it with us, especially when we start going through the oils that are in the kit. So now that we've talked about what an essential oil is, let's talk about where they come from, or how they actually come about. We're actually looking out of a window right now. I can see a tree, I can see grass, I can actually see a shrub. Can't see any flowers or leaves necessarily from them. I see mulch, which is also bark. So I want you to think of it that way. What they are is they're actually made from resins, flowers, shrubs, leaves, grasses, trees. And if you think of a rose petal or any flower, when you get a flower and you pull a petal off and you rub it between your fingers and smell it, what's getting on your hand is actually the essential oil. And it's the same thing when you peel a lime or a lemon or a tangerine and you actually have that residue from it. That's the essential oil. So oils are pulled through the plant from a process of steam distillation, or they are cold pressed from the rinds of citrus fruit. So for example, lemon, we actually cold press our lemon from the rind, which means there's no acidic, pulpy inside at all. It's actually going to be basic when you talk about how it affects your teeth enamel and your gut. So pretty neat thing about that. And another thing that's awesome is they're greaseless, unlike other oils, and they're super concentrated. It takes 27 square feet of lavender.
Wow.
27 square feet of lavender. Crazy
That's
town.
huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
To make one bottle of lavender oil. One bottle, one 15 ml bottle. And about 75 lemons to make one 15 ml bottle of lemon oil. So guys, you can't buy that much stuff to actually have that raw plant material at your house. The next thing is you need about 1 to 3 drops per usage of oils, depending on what you're trying to do. But just 1 drop can actually penetrate every single cell in your body, from the top of your head to the very bottom of your feet, and it actually can go through your body in a matter of minutes. And in about 20 minutes, it will absorb into every single cell in your body. That is something that's so fascinating for me, and I love the science part. If you want to dive deeper into it, we'll do a little bit more of that, but you also can research a ton on your own. Another fun fact is that Egyptians have the oldest recorded deodorant recipe of all time, because they must have been stanky back building the pyramids. I don't know.
I imagine they are.
I imagine. You know what?
Outside in the sun, mostly desert. So
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
I mean, I felt like when I was just in West Africa, we just didn't really need to use any deodorant because we all smelled bad.
Right. So
So-
no one stuck out like a sore thumb.
No, so maybe that person
But
that
we
smelled
would here.
good. Yeah, we would.
We
here.
would.
So maybe that one person that smelled good when they were building the pyramids, that was the dude. That was the
it.
man that knew what he was doing.
Probably.
Anyway, I want y'all to think about that a little bit and how this is not new age. These are not brand new things. They are actually mentioned in the Bible over 1,000 times, and that's all throughout the New and Old Testament. It's a great thing to go digging into. We actually teach healing oils in the Bible kit, and also there's mentions of them on the hieroglyphs in the Egyptian cave walls and actually on Babylonian tablets. Super exciting stuff, especially for into history and just tying those things together. So the science, they penetrate our skin, and that means when you actually use an oil on your skin, I have Raven right here that we'll get to later, but if you just put it on your skin right here, okay, and I'm rubbing it in a little bit, I'm using it in a way that we'll talk about called neat, and actually is gonna go into my skin and into my bloodstream in about 26 seconds. That is crazy fast. Into my bloodstream, guys. So that means when I smell it, still going into my bloodstream via my olfactory system. Each cell has cell receptors. I love to think of our cells, like I think of 9th grade biology. I like to do a big circle right here, maybe circle around Dara, I don't know. So a big circle, and that's our cell, and there's actually little tiny cell receptors on the outside of that cellular membrane, and they allow toxins in and out, which means they filter things and keep the nasty free radicals and carcinogens out of our cells, and they actually kick out that nasty cellular waste and that stuff that's in there out. So antioxidants are able to go in, nasty cellular waste is able to go out. When they become clogged and dirty, which they do quite often because of our lifestyle, hello, petrochemicals.
It happens.
Yeah, BPA on receipts, BPA from maybe the food that you're eating, anything that you're using that's petroleum based. Think lotions, makeup, it's all over the place, guys, even in our foods. A lot of our foods. Our cells are toxic. They're full of junk and they're not able to actually operate properly. And essential oils act as the scrub brushes on those cell receptors, and they allow everything to move quickly back and forth, and they actually allow great communication. They allow your brain to signal to your arm maybe why there's discomfort there. And the reason that's valuable is because we know, like any good relationship, especially marriage, yeah, it requires great communication.
Yes.
So you want your brain talking to like your hip, really. Literally. You want your nervous system operating freely, and you want things to be fully functional. So let's go ahead and get into why in the world, okay, Ashley, I want to use oils, like Dara, hook me up. We got you, because they're awesome and they work in these amazing ways. But I want to talk to you about why I'm living and why that is so different than other essential oils out there, and why you need to arm yourself with knowledge and information. They are the oldest, most well-respected essential oil company in the entire world, with 25 years of experience. That's a lot of years. Like, I would love to say that's as many years as I've been alive. It's not true, but it's still a lot of years. And
It's a long time.
yeah, not all oils are created equal. Most store-bought oils have been produced with pesticides, but they've actually been extracted using a chemical extraction method, and that's to produce a higher yield. Dara, what can you tell us about the differences with oils? I know you've used a lot of different oils, so what can you tell us about the differences?
They're all different, actually. They all feel different. They smell different. Peppermint does not smell the same for all the ones I've tried, without naming names, of course.
Yeah.
I think the smell is really a big thing, because the smell will either turn you on or turn you off,
Yeah.
and doesn't all have the same smell, even though it's the same oil.
I always find that there's an earthy undertone to Young Living.
For some of them, yes.
So it smells like the ground. Which
More natural?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it came from the ground because it's a plant.
Exactly.
So y'all should think about
Explains
that.
the earthy, yeah.
Yep.
But they're not all like that.
Yeah.
Then I read somewhere once about if it smelled too much like it, then it's not necessarily
It's usually
real.
added
It's usually
sweetener.
synthetic, exactly.
Yeah.
Or synthetic.
Or adding
Pretty
vanilla
much.
to stretch it further, all kinds of things. Simply like, it's like Starbucks coffee. I think of that a lot. Like people become addicted because it actually has a higher caffeine content in the beans. So it becomes something that you crave more and more. And so it's like that a lot with chemical solvents and extraction methods. And you want to be careful because guys, they're everywhere. Like my husband jokes and said they're going to be like McDonald's Happy Meal, like scratch and sniff essential oil things next year. Who knows? They probably are now as you're watching this video in like 2019 or something. But Young Living has the seed to seal guarantee, and each plant and each farm is hand weeded. There's no pesticides used at all, no chemicals, no weed killers. They only make therapeutic grade essential oils, and it is not just the cream of the crop. But guys, for me, I have been to the farms. I have been part of the distillation process. Next weekend, I'm heading to the Northern Lights farm in Canada. I've been all over the world to our farms, and I have looked at the people tirelessly working to preserve the quality and purity of our oils, and I have breathed in the air that is just surrounding the distillation facilities, and I've been part of stomping down all of the plant material in the cooker. And guys, we don't pay enough for these oils. Like, it's amazing the lengths that people go through. Amazing. So since oils are not regulated by the FDA, so this is not a good or bad statement against or for our government, but the FDA does not regulate essential oils, just like they don't regulate any supplement. Let that blow your mind and look at your B12 and really wonder what's in that from the health food store. But what happens is that for us, it's important to know the practices of our company, and we have to be the stewards of what we use in our home. Mm-hmm. We are the gatekeepers of our homes, and we have to be able to investigate and be able to just be very cognizant of that fact in our homes. So that's why I love the transparency of Young Living. It's why I love that members can own sorry, that was the wrong wording. We can't own our farms. I guess you could if you have one to sell Young Living. But members can visit the farm and they can be part of that process. And also, guys, for us, we're invited on all of our rewards trips as you grow in the company or to farms. So they want you to very much be part of it. We do have partner farms that meet the same standards as what we actually have when we build our own farms, and those are all around the world in different locations. But we have 10 main farms that are owned and operated by Just Young Living that are partner farms. We have testing facilities there. We triple test each batch of oil before it's mailed to you. Pretty amazing stuff, guys. And the website is seedtoseal.com to learn more. Again, seedtoseal.com. All the guarantees, all the science, amazing stuff, hands down quality, purity, and things that you can trust on your littlest members of your family, all the way to saying you can trust them by any of your friends getting on board and using those and learning along with you. So there are 3 ways to use them. There's many different variations of each of these categories, but really like 3 main categories that you can use them in. What's your favorite way to use essential oils? Actually?
I would say it depends on the oil.
Yeah.
I tend to use topically.
Yep.
And I even ingest some of them. I do diffuse, but I think topically and the ingestion are my most 2 favorites.
Especially if you're on the go a lot. Yeah, I would say topical application is one that's very easy to do and get used to. And that's when we're talking about applying it to the skin. Our skins are our largest organ in our body. And in fact, at the bottom of her feet, your crusty, nasty feet, go ahead and put it up. Your crusty foot has 2,000 pores on the bottom of it. And some of our largest pores in the body. It's a great way to get oils absorbed rapidly, or to apply an oil that you don't really like the smell of, but you know you need it for your overall health and wellness. There's actually 2 ways to use them in the topical category. One is neat, which is directly on, like if I took Raven and put it on Dara's arm, right? That's neat, directly on. Or if I took some coconut oil or jojoba oil or even olive oil, and I diluted the oil and spread it on her arm. That's going to be diluted, and that is with a carrier oil. Let me just take note of that for all of you guys who are like, what's a carrier oil? A carrier oil is a fatty oil. That is an oil like coconut or grapeseed or any of the ones that you're used to using, and it helps dilute oils, not to weaken them, but to help you apply it to a larger area of the body, or to help it act as a time release. Because again, 26 seconds, if you have a carrier oil with it, it's going to be a longer lasting absorption rate in your body. And the other reason, if it's a hot oil, and if it's a hot oil, so for some people Raven is even a hot oil because some of its contents, like for my kids, I would dilute it so it doesn't feel spicy on their skin, and that's because of the menthol or other naturally occurring chemical constituent ingredients that you are using on your skin. It also stretches your dollar. I mean, he likes dollar bills, y'all. Because you want to spend your dollars on pour over coffee from your favorite coffee shop. I do, at least, or more oils, right? So you want to stretch that and stretch your dollar. So guys, I would really recommend that you have roller balls with you once you get started. Let me grab one for you.
Do you have one? I have a bunch.
Yep.
You have, okay.
So I have a carrier oil that Young Living made called V6. V6 is an amazing oil. It's a blend of 6 vegetable oils that I use a lot in roll-ons. And this is a roller ball. So this is my unicorn roll-on.
Ooh.
I love this. So when I use it diluted in a roll-on, I put it maybe on my chest so I can smell it, maybe on my wrist, kind of like where you apply perfume, so I can smell it. You want to use some?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this smells heavenly.
I know. I don't even know if I can replicate it. I made some last weekend.
Oh my gosh, this smells really good. I love the bottle.
See? So pretty, right?
Yes.
It's fun. So guys, you can get those on Amazon and just get started making a bunch for yourself so that you have them on hand and easy to grab. And of course, not only for on the go, but you're really stretching your dollar. So the next way is inhalation. Scents are very powerful, and they are the fastest way to actually affect your brain, because your brain is your mood center, whether you know it or not.
Yes.
Your limbic region of your brain, which is right in here in your brain, and your gut are 2 places where you feel the most emotions. And to get oils into your brain, all you're doing is smelling them, guys, directly inhaling them. And you can be directly inhaling them in a few different ways, but I want you first and foremost to just really let that sink in, that limbic region of your brain is where all your emotions are housed, and they have an extremely valuable position in your life to affect your mood and therefore affect your actions. And your actions, we know, create habits, and your habits create your life. So think through your emotions thoroughly with that. Most American homes do have synthetic fragrance all over them. Most report to have about 67 synthetic chemicals in their home, all of which contain the word fragrance. The word fragrance actually can cover a multitude of sins. That's not the right way to say it. I'm kidding. I want y'all to think about that. Fragrance can house up to 3,000 chemical constituents, most in which are housed under the formaldehyde category, which formaldehyde for us might be a naturally occurring chemical, but in high doses, it actually preserves the body. Like, what? Yeah. Unless you're
kind of scary.
Coming from the morgue to a funeral home.
So morbid.
Don't really need formaldehyde to preserve your body. It's linked to cancer. It's a known carcinogen and a known toxin to your health. So guys, use oils in a diffuser or a spray bottle with water and witch hazel, and you can replace that Febreze or synthetic air freshener in your home. You can save money, and you can kick those chemicals to the curb right away, easily. I'm going to show you a diffuser. This is my favorite diffuser. It is, I don't have it plugged in because again, where we are, they have diffusers all over, but this is actually right here is the Desert Mist diffuser. I love it. The Desert Mist diffuser, it actually changes 10 different colors. It's super
pretty.
awesome. It's very pretty.
It's very pretty.
So that diffuser, or there's a choice of 3 other diffusers you can get in that monthly bonus box, and this will be your first monthly bonus box, the starter kit right here. But what I love about diffusing is it can enhance your mood. It's non-toxic, it purifies the air, it helps with sleep, and it allows you to create your own scents that affect the entire room. So instead of being like, I think you need some joy in your life, and douse it on you, some belief for you, you just diffuse and you affect everyone in the room right away. I use this a ton in my home with 3 little kids, and when I was teaching, I diffused every day, not just to help with keeping the nasties out, but also to help with memory recall and their ability to smell one thing when they were studying and then the same thing when they were taking
and
a
focus
test.
as well.
Yeah,
focus is a big one.
So diffusing, definitely a great way to affect an entire environment. The next way, and I see that Shelly said, love veggie capsules to take my oils. Well, perfect. Talking about ingestion. Very important to note that I would never, ever, ever, never recommend you ingest any other brand of essential oils. A majority of the oils produced outside of Young Living are either adulterated, contain chemical solvents, or are flat out synthetic junk. This makes it dangerous to ingest them because of how they can affect your body. Thankfully, ours are pure and safe to ingest, and we know where they come from. If you should be able to eat if you can eat the plant, you should be able to ingest the oil if it is pure. And I only know of one company with pure oil, so I'm glad you're here tonight learning. And Living has a whole lot of oils that are specifically labeled for internal usage. How you use them in your own home is up to you entirely. But for FDA guidelines on labeling, we have a Vitality line that is labeled as such, as Vitality. What I love to do is I love to add a drop of oil to my water, always out of stainless steel or plastic, and that is because they do digest petrochemicals. Yep, lemon is my favorite from the kit.
Can see that? Can I see that?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I can see what you see. Yeah. Lemon is my favorite to do that with. Can you show me your water bottle? Yep, put lemon right in her stainless steel water bottle. I love to use a drop of it every day for detoxification. Any citrus oils are great. I also love to put a drop or two of thieves and a spoonful of honey for overall wellness. It is awesome. And I love taking clear veggie capsules that you can buy health food store, Amazon, or from Young Living, popping the oils in of choice, and ingest in that way. If you're used to taking a capsule, it's easy to replace a capsule with a capsule, if that makes sense. And then I use them a ton in cooking and baking, a ton. I actually have some lemon and some basil and a marinade I have at my house going on chicken right now.
Delish.
Yes.
Actually, lemon is what I had on there this morning.
Yeah.
On my way to work.
I like grapefruit and peppermint.
Grapefruit was with the lemon.
All kinds of stuff.
Yes.
So for safety, very important to note this, especially as you first get started. You should never put oils around your eyes or in your ears. You can use them around your eyes and around your ears. So just take note of that. Just because water and oil don't mix, we don't want them in those delicate areas of your body. And if you do get them there, you want to get it out with a fatty substance like a carrier oil or butter or even whole milk. Care should be taken in diluting oils that might be hot to your skin. If it feels warm, don't use water, use the carrier oil. And same goes if it gets in your eyes, like I already said, use that carrier oil. You can use them the two places that you're probably not thinking you can, but you can use them vaginally and rectally. So definitely when we look at those two ways of using them, so some people are like, why should I talk about that? Personal lubricants have a ton of synthetic chemicals and fragrances in them. Ditch them, replace them with a homemade lubricant with coconut oil and some of our other oils. And as far as rectally, it's the fastest way to the lungs, and also a lot of people can't swallow pills. So you might need that tidbit later on to make suppositories or aid somebody who really just, that's the only way to get the oils in their body. So now let's jump on to our beloved premium starter kit, which is your first monthly wellness box with Young Living. Because I get a monthly wellness box,
yes,
every month.
I do too, every month. Like clockwork.
Yeah. So this is just the first one.
It's Christmas every month.
It's Christmas every month. This is your first one. Young Living has over 150 oils and blends, many more than any other essential oil company out there. We're always coming up with new ones, but you really only need 10 to 20 for a rock solid start and a foundation, and then you can add on from there. So now it's time to meet our premium starter kit, and we're gonna go very quickly through each oil. The biggest decision for you to be making during this class is just, are you ready for a new direction in your health? Baby steps or big leap, and then you go through and you'll learn how to use each oil as you go. And we have educational series for you on that can be done in a Facebook group or via text message. So let's go ahead and just look at lavender.
Lavender. There you go. Lavender.
So lavender, great for restful sleep, great for relaxation, healthy skin, emotional health, great for kids, and it is the Swiss Army knife of oils. I love it. I love
my kids use it on their feet every night.
Yeah.
It really helps them.
And it helps them sleep.
Especially when they have trouble falling asleep, as most kids do.
Helps them fall asleep and stay asleep. You can use it in your bath salts, you can use it in your bath bombs, face serums, great for your face, pillow spray, and so much more. So again, scratching the
pillow
surface.
Spray. I love pillow spray.
Yeah, do you use it?
I do.
Do you ever add
I've
it to
even
your...
gifted it to people too. They love it as well. Pillow spray is...
What else do you put in there?
Awesome. I think it's just the lavender. Obviously with the witch hazel and
water,
distilled water.
Yeah,
I think that's the recipe.
You can use vodka too, because it dries really quickly. So I would buy cheap,
very cheap,
as
cheap as you can get.
It's not for drinking.
No,
it's for
your pillows and sheets.
So if you don't have liquor in your house, I feel like
some people don't.
No,
it's not unusual.
we don't have vodka in our house, but I always feel like I should buy it for a make and take because it sounds more fun. Just say like, here's my pillow spray and it's vodka and lavender. So anyway, tangent on that. My whole point is you can make stuff and make it fun in your house. Now we have peppermint. So this is peppermint vitality that comes in your kit. Again, you can use it your own ways in your own home. Oh geez, now I'm gonna need some peppermint. It is great for digestive support. 1 drop is equal to 26 cups of peppermint tea. Crazy. Fun to flavor foods, add to brownie batter, hot cocoa, or even tea. It's great to use for alertness and concentration like we were mentioning. It's very cooling to the body, and that's if it's not, you know, hot outside and your body still is warm.
I have that cooling spray.
Yeah, it's a great way to use it for that.
I do that. That works really well.
Yep, down the spine and the belly button. I use it a lot for my kids if they're warm and it's not warm
When
outside.
they have a fever, especially, that works too.
Yep.
Spray the back of my neck. I also diffuse it in my car on my way home from work because it can take me almost 2 hours to get home. Just 25 minutes away. You know, the traffic on the bridge.
It can get bad, yes.
Yeah, so I definitely need focus with peppermint. I had it on today.
Awesome. It's also great for releasing tense muscles or occasional head tension. Lemon is next. We already talked some about lemon. Lemon again is great for a gentle detoxification in the body, and when you take it internally in water, it's going to help with just overall getting rid of those nasty petrochemicals, other stuff in your body that's not supposed to be there. It is one that I would say you want to use daily for that because none of us need that petrochemical buildup in our bodies. And it's also great to diffuse because it's super fresh and it helps with concentration and actually helps with mental, not just alertness, but with accuracy. It's been shown to help with accuracy. We all need that, right? I make errors all the time. Spelling errors, remembering errors, all the things. And it's also emotionally uplifting. Great oil. So the next one is an oil that I didn't know how to use when I first got the kit, and this is frankincense. So what's amazing to me about frankincense is now it's like an oil that I crave. I can't live without it. Oop, it kind of poured out. We'll share some. I apparently needed 5 drops of frankincense, even though it's an oil that I don't usually like to.
It does smell really good.
It smells so good.
Doesn't it?
I just want to put it all over me.
I keep smelling it.
I know, I wanted to put it on my face, but I kind of have savvy mineral makeup on. It might be awkward. So what I love about this is it is one that, for me, I knew it was given to baby Jesus. It was a precious oil. People loved it, and that's all I about knew. But then I read it was great for a visual tightening effect of your skin. A visual tightening. I need visual tightening. Dara might not need visual tightening, but I do. I do.
I think it's opposite.
No. Yeah. So I use it for visual tightening effect to my skin, but I also use it because it makes me calm and grounded. I also love it because it's been known to help with cells that might potentially go rogue in your body, so cellular health. Love to use it for that. And I highly recommend that you also, with the vitality, you can use a drop of frankincense vitality under your tongue to promote relaxation for occasional anxiety. So I love frankincense. It's also a great one to use on babies down their spines for calming.
Yes.
The next one's copaiba. This is tapped like this from trees, kind of like maple syrup. In Brazil, we get actually natives from the area where the copaiba trees grow to gather the copaiba resin for us to actually use and just enjoy. It helps your body's natural response to injury and irritation. Natural response. Great for teething babies, great for tired muscles, wonderful for digestion, and I love a drop of this along with a drop of thieves in my Ningxia Red shot for overall health and vitality. But guys, friction, that's all I can say. We're trying to be compliant on here, and you should be too in your everyday life. Talking about wellness line, baby. So when you have friction in your body like this, it is going to cause an awful word in your bodies that we don't like, and we need to calm that down. So we use copaiba for that. It's a must-have for me. Thieves.
We have mentioned it quite a bit today.
Yes.
We have.
But it smells delicious.
It does.
It smells like Christmas, like cinnamon.
Yes.
We've mentioned ways to use it. I was saying a spoonful of honey.
That's a good one, especially this time of year.
Yeah. Do you ever make thieves tea?
I have, yes.
How do you do that?
Just with the water.
Yeah.
Same thing with peppermint. Sometimes I even add it with my peppermint.
Yeah.
Just so many combinations you can make with that.
Honey. It's wonderful, and we have an entire line modeled after it. We have the Thieves cleaning line, like she was mentioning. It's something that's wonderful to replace toxins in your home. And I love the Thieves household cleaner. Yes. You can spray your windows. Your kids can lick them. They can lick the floor, or whatever
Dogs
you need to
too.
do. Dogs.
Dogs.
You can spray kids' toys. You can clean out your nasty mom van. Whatever you have going on. I love the cleaner. I love the entire line. And I know for us, it's definitely really promoted overall wellness in our family for 4 years. Can't live without it. Digest. Not my favorite for the smell. Not my favorite smell. But the way it makes me feel when I need it is amazing. When I'm traveling, I take a capsule of it, like every meal, just to ward off any little buddies from coming home on the plane with me. Nobody wants those kinds of little buddies. But it's a blend of fennel, anise, ginger, tarragon, and peppermint, and it's for all things tummy and bathroom support. I use this when peppermint alone isn't really enough, where I layer them together and I drop it under my tongue, use it in a veggie capsule, or even topically on the body, the belly, the bottoms of the feet. I make a roll-on that I've used for my kids a lot, especially when they were babies with that. On to Raven. I love Raven.
Oh,
We've got the big guy right here. We've been talking about Raven and applying him topically. We're tight. The Raven and I are friends. I like the way the Raven makes me feel. Sorry, my kids think it's funny.
I like how you're calling it the Raven.
The Raven.
The Raven.
The Raven, right? Like he flies high. Flies high. So for me, I love to use this one on my chest. I like to make a DIY chest rub for my kids with it. I just use coconut oil. Sometimes I'll add some beeswax and I'll actually melt it, and then I'll use it that way. But it is a blend of Ravensara, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. And for comfort during the winter months, bottom of the feet in the diffuser. Makes, again, that chest rub is great. Make it in a roll-on. And it's great actually applied prior to a workout to your lungs to really help open it up and help expand your breath capacity, which makes your VO2 max go up and you can run faster and lift more and all that good stuff. So definitely a staple in our house, and we love it. And after your workout, you might need this next oil. This is Panaway, and Panaway is wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, peppermint for tired muscles and joints, as well as occasional head tension. It's soothing if you're someone who stands up all day, or even if you sit all day and you just need to use it on your lower back, the bottom of your feet, wherever. Do you use this one?
I have, yes. I haven't used it very often, maybe once or twice.
It's a great one, I would say, if you've been sitting at work all day.
Yes.
Or standing.
Which I seem to be doing lately with testing.
See? There we go.
It happens. And I'm not a sitter, so clearly it's affecting my back.
Road trips, I hate it.
Oh, don't tell me about road trips.
Yes, you're about to take a long one, right?
A huge one. 2 kids, 2 dogs, 2
So
cars.
she'll need to share all of that with us.
Can't wait.
Citrus Fresh is a blend of orange, grapefruit, mandarin, tangerine, lemon, and spearmint. This neutralizes odor, and it actually is one that I really like just the way it smells. I diffuse it a lot. Sorry, I thought the cap came off. I love this in the laundry room. I love to put a drop.
Good.
I know.
In the dryer, on the dryer
Yes.
balls. You do the same thing?
Yes.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good.
It's just awesome.
A drop on the dryer balls. I love to buy the unscented bath and shower gel base and add it to it. I love to diffuse this in our bedrooms in the morning time, and downstairs in the morning time. It's also great to add as a natural detox drink to your water because it tastes great, smells great. It's even breath freshening as well as detoxifying. Love this. It's great to make it in a room spray. I love to add it to baking soda and make a carpet powder.
Hand soap.
Yeah, I love this oil.
I could just sit here and smell this all night.
So now we're going to move on to our bonus goodies that are in the kit. I love all of them so much, and this one is Stress Away is the first one. I'm just trying to grab this guy.
Oh, let me grab the computer. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now we're going to be even lower, more awkward.
It happens.
That's a terrible angle.
Well, we'll fix it in a minute.
Hello, friends. So with this, you get this awesome box right here, and then when we open it up, you actually get a bonus layer. So when you get your
Can they see that?
First,
Maybe I
yes,
should
they
pick up
can.
the phone.
They can see it right
Okay.
there. You get your first monthly bonus box, and you're going to get this little layer down here, and underneath the layer, you get Stress Away as your first bonus. I'm gonna pop it out. This is actually my jam. Like, I love this oil all the time.
I use it every day.
I used to use it when I was in traffic all the time, for sure. Do you use it in
Didn't
traffic?
I say today when you had your post earlier with Stress Away?
Oh, yeah.
I really wish I had it with me today.
That smells fun. It's
No,
like,
but I use it in the morning on my way to work. I have to put it in my purse.
yes, it's
Yes.
like a margarita on a beach. And
Oh,
even
it's
if you
so
don't like to
good.
drink margaritas, doesn't
With some
matter.
vanilla.
Yeah, the way it smells is amazing.
good.
So I love this one. It's a blend of lime, vanilla, copaiba, lavender, and cedarwood, and I use it just for everyday stressors. I use it to support restful sleep. It's even great for concentration, and it helps curb stress eating. So it's a great one to use when you're craving sweets, especially.
Even use it as a perfume.
Yeah, all the time. My husband uses it as well. The next thing is that in your little kit right here, you actually get some other goodies. You get a roll-on fitment that you can pop onto any oil of your choice to roll away at your pleasure.
It's on my Stress Away, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's a good place for it.
Yeah.
You get 10 little sample bottles plus 10 cards to pair with them. So if your neighbor on the street needs pan away or your mom needs some thieves, you can pop those in the mail or in her mailbox and give them to her without having to really know much or having to explain it. And now you actually get, and I'm sorry I left one on my table to put in here, but you actually get a sample of the Thieves Household Cleaner. So you get a 1 ounce sample, and that's enough for one 16-ounce spray bottle, and then you can spray away and clean your whole house. Like we were saying, it's our favorite outside of the kit product. And for sure you can go and look for the product guide they'll send you, circle all the things you want, and start writing and tracking down your wellness goals and getting ready for your Essential Rewards order, which I'll mention in a few minutes. And then you get Ningxia Red sample packets. Ningxia Red is a game changer. This is a 2 ounce sample packet right here. You can look on the back, give your own pick, but it has tons of goodness in it. 7 essential oils, plus it has the antioxidant power of Ningxia wolfberry, which come from the Ningxia province of China, similar to goji berries, only they are even more of a superfood. The Ningxia province of China, the inhabitants of it, Chinese people there, are known for their longevity and health, and this is a great one that supports digestion, immunity, cardiovascular, and all of our systems. And I drink 1 to 2 ounces a day. Just drink a half a packet one day, a half pack the next. In 4 days you can get all those 2 packets. So we've talked about a lot of ways to get, actually I'm gonna prop this back up, to get all this stuff out of your home. Yep.
All right.
To get it out of your home. And now I want to talk to you about next steps. Because I know for me, when someone tells me about all the amazing stuff that I could buy, I'm like, okay, so what do I do now? How do I get it? So we will help you and guide you through the process. And I would say the number one thing about essential oils is that it is a community effort. You want to make sure you're learning together and you're growing together. And the easiest way to do that really is when you join today, we'll add you to a private online Facebook group where you can get tons of interaction, get your questions answered, and also just learn from other people that are just walking this out along with you. Because it definitely does take a village to make change. Because it takes people to hold you accountable, it takes people to give you ideas, and it takes time to process. So that definitely is our biggest value when we talk about it there. And every oil I use in my home, I literally in my head think of a chemical I'm not using. So I think of a list of all the areas I wanted to work on in my home, and you should do the same, and I just knock them out one at a time until I'm at a place that I feel comfortable. So there are 3 models of really getting started with oils, and I would say that, you know, I don't even like to introduce the good one, but I'll go ahead and go through that first because I know I like the best. So we'll go through a good, better, and best. So with good, this is the premium starter kit. This is all of this amazing bundle that we just shared. Plus you'll get 24% off for life, which means you get a discount forever and ever on your living products. And there's no obligation with the good, better, or best. And what I mean by that is you can purchase the kit one time, or you could of course choose to jump on our monthly wellness box. We're actually going to be able to eliminate toxins like cleaners and supplements and personal care products one step at a time and really be on this health journey for the long term. The next one is Better Model, and what I will tell you is this Better Model is that right now, maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed. You're like, yes, of course I want that kit, and I know for sure I need to replace my cleaner, so I'm gonna get the kit and Thieves Household Cleaner. Awesome, would love to help you do that. And then the best one is really the one that I would say at least 80% of people are choosing to start with because it's what makes sense in our heads the most, and that is purchasing the premium starter kit and of course adding on additional products to your custom monthly wellness box for month 1. And what you can do with this program is you can say month 1 is cleaning products, month 2 is maybe your facial products, maybe month 3 is your kids, some of the things they use in their bathroom, maybe month 4 is all of your core supplements.
I was gonna say supplements.
Month 5 is supplements your husband just uses, whatever it is.
Right. And
we can do this right away today and help you get started on that bandwagon. You'll earn up to 25% back. Crazy. After month 13, 25% back. So it's basically like if Target paid me to shop there. So Living will pay you to shop there. They don't do that.
No.
And I don't think they ever will. And so for me, you get a 100 PV freebie on Essential Rewards. This month it's basil. It might be different next month when you're watching this. And then 190 you get a freebie, 250 you get a freebie, and then 300 you get a freebie. And I just plucked away at our health goals and needs once a month, and it's hands down the most effective, cost-effective way for sure, and most effective in our health goals way to really, really do this. And with all 3 of these levels, you do get that support of the team, and you will get from your enroller, especially if they're part of the dream team, which we both are. They will send you a welcome package and make sure you are just there step by step. So otherwise, if you're just like going to a website and doing whatever, you'll be left to learn all on your own, and that's super sad and
lonely
and not fun.
No,
not fun. All right, so we are going to direct you right now that there's several of you watching that will want to help guide you through this process and enroll you with Dara or I, but everyone else watching, please thank the person again that invited you. You're gonna get with them, and just remember that there are different diffusing options you can get. Hands down, I would say the Rainstone diffuser is a great one. It's $205 for everything, or if your personal budget is a little tight and you're able to get at least the premium starter kit, then I would get that with the Desert Mist. It's my favorite option for only $160 for a $320 retail value. Can't wait to welcome you to our team. Thanks for joining us tonight, and have a great night. We will answer your questions if you'll just write them in the comments below.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching.